One of the most important things for the health of your brain and also your gene expression in terms of your own health and well-being is what we call your emotional IQ. And the thing is, if we go back to the what I call the handy brain, right? So instinctive parts here. That means fight or flight, find food, reproduce, keep the species going. Then in here you have your short-term memory, you have your emotions, fears and desires, and then over here is all your creativity, meaning, purpose, self-awareness, the front cortex. Well, we live here. We actually live in the limbic system. That's why in Alzheimer's disease they have such a hard time. That's what gets affected. So the limbic system is always tapping into either the instinctive brain, right? And if you're just instinctive, base instincts, you're going to just be like a robot. Just, eat, sleep, fight or flight, reproduce to keep the species going, no creativity, right? If you reach out from here to the frontal cortex, that's where you find meaning, purpose, identity, creativity, equanimity with people, right? That's the newest part of the brain. It's the rookie in the locker room. 4 million years old. This is the veteran, 400 million years old. So in the locker room, this guy's always going to be playing in the game more than this guy. You have to put him in the game, the frontal cortex. So when you're living here, emotional IQ means you're reaching out in your everyday life out to celebrate self-awareness, meaning, purpose, and identity, rather than sitting back on your instincts and being a robot and probably getting into trouble. And that's where emotional IQ comes in, is how you're going to deal with everyday fear and desire is playing its course in your life. So in Superbrain and Supergenes, we talk about fear as memory of pain in the past and anticipating pain. That causes anxiety. And desire is memory of pleasure and anticipating pleasure again, that causes desire. If you have too much desire, that can lead to addiction. If you have too much pain, that can lead to a phobia, right? So the key is how to accept the fact that we're beings of fear and desire, living in the emotional brain, but you having enough emotional IQ to celebrate self-awareness and saying, who am I? Rather than falling back on the instinctive brain, which is selfishness. There's a difference between being selfish and being self-aware. So that's how we talk about it as emotional IQ. And when you're celebrating your self-awareness, what will happen is your gene activity is better, your brain functions better, you live a better life.